Happy Sunday night, everybody. It's Brandon, and I'm back with the Sharp Sports Report. We're going to be just talking about Game 2 Friday night because, my God, was that just heartbreaking for San Antonio. So let's pull up a chair, let's get straight to the whiteboard, and let's get into this Game 2 of an absolute masterclass in stress, execution, and tactical adjustments. The New York Knicks did exactly what championship teams are supposed to do on the road. They didn't just survive, they weathered an absolute avalanche inside Frostbank Center to escape to a 105-104 victory. And now they're heading back to New York tomorrow night with a commanding 2-0 series lead. The last thing San Antonio needed right now was to go to Madison Square Garden Monday night, first NBA Finals MSG is hosting in about 20 years. History tells us that dropping the first two games on your home floor in the finals is a nearly impossible hole to dig out of. So tonight, I'll be breaking down the structural film of how the Knicks built a 14-point cushion and how San Antonio flipped the game on its head late, and exactly what to expect when the bright lights of MSG turn on for Game 3 tomorrow night. Come with me. Let's step into this film room. So we're going to be looking at the actual tape from Friday night because the geometry of this game shifted drastically over 48 minutes. The Spurs jumped out to an early 12-point lead in the first half. They adjusted their pace, and De'Aaron Fox, playing through a tough ankle sprain, gave them an incredible physical push, finishing with 20 points. But by the time the second half rolled around, the Knicks completely took control of the half-court blender. The third quarter belonged entirely to the Knicks. They led 84-75 going into the fourth quarter. And the exclamation point was OG Anunoby driving right down the lane and dropping a ferocious poster dunk directly over Victor Wembanyama. That wasn't just 2 points. That was a physical statement that altered the confidence of the floor. With about 6 minutes left in regulation, the Knicks were up 14 and looked entirely in cruise control. And then all of a sudden, the execution collapsed. The Spurs went into an absolute desperation press and ripped off a 14-0 run to tie the game. The Knicks offense got stagnant, settling for isolation ball once again and turning the ball over again, just like they did in Game 1 in the first half. But when everything was unraveling, the veteran poise showed up. With under 10 seconds left, Wembanyama lost his handle on a massive possession. Jalen Brunson got fouled, stepped up to the stripe, and calmly sank the game-winning free throw. On the final look, Wemby got a fantastic open 20-foot look, but it rattled out. A one-point escape, that is how championship DNA wins when the jumper isn't falling. And I was heartbroken after seeing that. I was like, my God, this kid is on a historic run. I picked the Spurs to win this series. I'm still gonna ride that pick right now. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I think tomorrow, if they lose, it's over. They're getting swept. If San Antonio wins, I think that provides so much confidence and just discipline with that young squad. But, let's talk about the individual weight of Game 2 because the box score tells an incredible story about the New York depth. Jalen Brunson had a brutal shooting night again, going 7 for 25 from the floor. In a standard system, if your superstar guard shoots under 30% on the road, you lose by 15. Hands down. No doubt about it. But the Knicks ecosystem is built to absorb cold stretches. Karl-Anthony Towns was spectacular, dominant inside and out, dropping 21 points and pulling down 13 rebounds despite battling serious foul trouble. And Mikal Bridges provided a hyper-steady 20 points, and OG finished with 17. They balanced the floor with just an amazing array of scoring from everybody. For San Antonio, Wemby finished with 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 blocks. But he did most of that damage during that desperate fourth quarter push after a quiet first half, which is the second game in a row Wemby has had a very, very quiet first half. The problem for the Spurs is that beyond Fox and Dylan Harper off the bench, they simply didn't have enough sustained weak side creation to punish the Knicks' rotational help. So if the secondary options aren't consistently threatening the rim, New York will just keep shrinking the floor on Victor. I mean, that's the only thing they can do. The Spurs need more scoring outside of Harper and Fox. If we could get a 30-point game from Stephon Castle or even Carter Bryant coming off the bench trying to put up 15 to 18 points. That would be fantastic. So now that brings us to tomorrow night, Game 3, MSG. The crowd is going to be deafening, and Mike Brown is going to try to turn this into a 94-foot psychological rock fight. So here are my critical tactical adjustments I'm looking for on the whiteboard tomorrow night. First, the Knicks must choke out the entry lanes. In that fourth quarter collapse on Friday, the Knicks let San Antonio's guards comfortably skip past over the top to find Wemby in deep positioning. Tomorrow night at home, expect the Knicks to pressure the ball out past the timeline. They want to make every pass a chore, forcing Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox to use precious seconds just trying to initiate their sets. And then second, the Spurs must hunt early clock transition. If San Antonio allows New York to drag them into a slow, grinding, half-court execution battle for 48 minutes, they are completely dead. Marcus Johnson has to demand his team run off both makes and misses. They need to generate cross matches before OG Anunoby or Josh Hart can set up their standard defensive shell positions. And then third, Karl Anthony Towns' gravity. Cat has continued to test Victor's discipline. If Towns can knock down his first couple of pick-and-pop perimeter looks tomorrow, it forces Wemby out of the restricted area, which then opens up the lane for Brunson to bounce back from that just horrible 7 of 25 performance Friday night. If New York takes care of home floor tomorrow night and goes up 3-0, get the brooms out. Tomorrow is the defining game of the Spurs season. This is a must-win for the Spurs to stay within this series. I truly think if the Spurs win tomorrow, I say they take Game 4. They go back to San Antonio. I could see San Antonio winning 3 straight to go up 3-2. Excuse my language. I'm excited because this series has been so good. Granted, it's a 2-0 deficit for the Spurs right now, but I still have a hunch that the Spurs are still in this series. The ultimate stage shifts to the world's most famous arena tomorrow night, and I'm so excited to watch it. Let me know if you guys are going to watch it. Drop a comment. I'm going to be putting out some clips on our TikTok page. Make sure to follow us on TikTok under TSSR or the Sharp Sports Report, also on Instagram and YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. I'm looking forward to it. The next episode, I will be recording this on Tuesday after Game 3. I'm hoping it's going to be another just classic game. Like, I want to see a hard-fought game. I want to see a game that's under 100 where it's just defense and then, your stars show up. I want to see Wemby take that next step to just full-on superstardom. Take over a game. Close it out. Make the smart pass. Make the smart shot. Just make the winning play. But I want to hear from you guys. Drop a comment. Can the Spurs find a way to handle the Garden pressure and steal one back? Or do the Knicks push their historic playoff win streak to 14 games? Give me your score predictions. Let me know what you think the score is going to be tomorrow. Do the Spurs take it? Do the Knicks go up 3-0? Be sure to check out our brand new TikTok page. Like I said, I'm going to be dropping more videos this week. Even after the finals, if it is a sweep, we're going to be talking about the NBA draft and everything off-season-wise as far as what teams need to make what moves. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. 4, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't matter. We'd love your support either way. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you back in the film room on Tuesday night right after Game 3. You guys enjoy your evening, and I'll talk to you all later.